I am Michelle Bell, the Mary E. Pinchot Professor of Environmental Health at Yale School of the Environment, with secondary appointments in the School of Public Health and also the School of Engineering and Applied Sciences. Today, I want to talk to you about some work we're doing in Brazil with funding from the Wellcome Trust Foundation. With this work, my collaborators and I are investigating the human health impacts from extreme weather, both cold and heat, and also air pollution in major cities in Brazil. We're starting with Rio de Janeiro, but hoping to expand to other cities as well. So we're looking at things like how conditions like heat waves impact the risk of mortality, not only for the general population, but also for specific subpopulations that may be more vulnerable. So an example would be people with lower socioeconomic status that could have different baseline health status, different access to healthcare, and so on. For this work, we have several partners outside of Yale and, of course, key Brazilian scholars. We're working with Professor Washington Younger at the Rio de Janeiro State University. He's an epidemiologist, and he has really strong expertise in linking conditions of air pollution, weather, and also other environmental conditions to risk of adverse human health outcomes like mortality. We're also working with Professor Maria de Fatima at University of Sao Paulo. Her expertise is different. She's in the atmospheric science department at the Institute of Astronomy, Geophysics, and Atmospheric Sciences, and her PhD is in physics. So her work is with atmospheric aerosols, and she's helping us model air pollution levels for these cities. Also critical to the team is Professor Young Zhang at Northeastern University in the US, who's an expert on air quality modeling. And we've had some visiting fellows in our team from Brazil that have helped us understand the policy impacts. One is Claudia Ribeiro Pereira Nunes from the Federal University of Amazon State, who has expertise in environmental law and policy for Brazil. And then joining our team soon, I'm very excited to welcome Dr. Pedro Diaz Peralta, who has dual PhDs in both toxicology and law, and also has experience working with Brazil. So you can see we have quite an interdisciplinary team, which I think is really critical to doing these types of projects to look at environmental health. And I just want to mention one of the key things that has been really rewarding about this project is being able to work with these incredible scholars and their teams in Brazil. Just as one example, Professor Washington Younger has several students that we've started working with. So my team and his team are working together. And so I like to think that we're building some scientific connections beyond just the scientific research itself and building lots of strong collaborations for the future. Finally, I just want to mention that this is a region of the world that has a very large air pollution problem. So it's quite rewarding for us to be able to hopefully contribute towards understanding of those issues with a long-term goal of trying to inform effective solutions to these problems. Thank you.